Yes, banange yona nje msinziro kubanga mtulaba tuli waneno ne mwami Tamale Mirundi Junior. Lero kumacha zibadde ndoza sawa nga meka sawa nga 5:6 agenze nakolayo live endala naye nga abatakimanyiko olunaku lwabadde lwaggulo nagenda ku Exo club Exo eyo mu mabala ne bagenda bakanyama ne bamuyisa si bulungi isaati ne bagiyuza yavudde yadduka misinde nakola live ku macha we twogerera afunye ebipapula bya police ebipapula bya police bandibirabyeko tukole bwe tuti Alexa nyambako gende ewa bright olete ebipapula bya police bimusabe ekintu kino kisusse ekyatandikanga ekitono kya gettinga involved muzeewo ne bamuyingizaamu mulimu bafulufiga mulimu oyo omukyala simanya Sara zawedde ne bigenda ne biyingiramu Richie of course mwatandika muli babiri abantu bangi nyabala ne bagettinga involved orali nga just you know mbu mwali bachali nefuka World War 3 kye kigenda mu maaso
abanda babane mwebale nyo muve ku bigambo manyiruze mu namawulire era aba banamawulire babasomesa mbu it triggers you ajate wabadde obuzibu bw'amaanyi just kabadde kantu katono naye manyife buli ekituukako mutunoonya.
Yes.
I'm always in bars, enjoying my life. But it was a small issue which will be handled by the people.
Because chintu kibi nnyo okubanga omulundi ogwasooka bakuba. Of course, President naye n'ayambako. Kati era omulundi ogwokubiri.
Don't forge words. Mama, there is nobody. I wasn't really attacked, and that will be for police really to investigate. Okay, there are people that wanted to not to attack me, but I sensed many value preventive arrest. But I'm okay. Nobody attacked me physically, but there are people, you know, when you go to bars and there are so many people there with different intentions and motives. But it is something so small that will be handled by, I have informed the security agencies, so they will make investigations and find out why it was something minor.
Because luno byatandikanga mwali bachali gwe ne Richie nga munyumya because no antabayo mwatandika nga muli bachali weyajje Uganda ne mu meetinga ne mutambula ne mutandika okwerangira oyo ayambala simanya boxers ezembugo ne muva kweyo level mwali babiri mweka okakana biyingiddemu abantu abalabanji fulufiga biyingiddemu anti kaduuka biyingiddemu. It became a very big war. Nze nenkizuula nti no mu abantu nze nsobola kiyita ba bloggers ne kiva kubanga muli just bloggers, but now it is a national issue ne bayingizaamu ne muzeewo bino byatandikirawa. What went wrong?
Your friends can disagree. It is normal for people who have been living together could disagree. But other people who are involved, we are very sorry to wait on those who are not part of the scandal. The innocent people. We are
the innocent people like who? Because mentioning amanya gabwe, it will make more sense.
For them, they are people who were hurt by listening to whatever was really going on. There are many. Okay, so we apologize to them in every category, because if we at least the categories of people who were hurt in the process. There are many. But those who are involved, they are the usual nothing doers. Full figure, MC Richie. Kwa nani ayina omulimu? Who has a job? They are nothing doers. Facebook what? Locusts. Alipira. Echaja kwogera ku bujiye. So we are the usual people. Did you see Honorable Kadaga there? Did you see the Prime Minister there? People they don't engage in such, really.
Because full figure involving mama wecho chali chibinyo na involving tata o bambi saraza wedde na ina alugenderamu. What would be your take? Nga gwe blogger, professional badde for some time.
I'm just a professional. Nacho kuba for some time nacho chichamu. Okay, involving anybody, it was everybody's right. Kubuli omu kuntegeera ye. Okay. Gwogambye kyali kibi mune ntegeera ye waliwo abagamba kyali kirungi. So it's okay. Buli omu kuntegeera ye. Involving. You see, in war, you use everything at your disposal to win war, but then the effects. So now you are talking about the effects Now what next? Those who are jobless will remain jobless. Those who are working, they will go back to their work like us. We went back to the ministry and we started working. So, full figure naye kuntegeera ye, that's MC Rich kuntegeera ye, buli omu byayogera byali byantegeera ye. There are people abali mu lutalo and they chose to keep quiet. Many. Because I think there were no people who could come and speak. But they could take it out. Can I know Rachel? Who won, who lost? It doesn't make sense at the end of the day. By the lessons that we learn, that there are people who are fake in life, they live in Europe, they can come here, you help them and they go back and talk about you. That's a good lesson.
Because mu lutalo wemba nsobola okujjukira obulungi mwa exposing ebintu bingi nnyo, which was really very bad. Buli omu ng'alangira munne n'ogamba waliwo yakuyitagge, then wabeerawo of course ng'oli mulogo muli abafu, then ne mubeeramu underpanti simanya ey'olubugo, then ne mubeeramu wagenda abantu bagamba yali njaga, because now you're clarifying mbuno oli kyali gwe wali naye mbu ng'onywa enjaga nga balaba bino byonna. So do you regret anything? Kwebyo nebyabaawo, oba can you clarify with anything? Ne gwe wali obanja ataano go ge wamuwa, do you regret anything?
Who is my supervisor in my life? I don't have a supervisor. Everything I did, it was my choice. So eyawulira nti bimulumye, the choices I took, whether bandi gyo bandi musias oba ki, I'm past that age of coming here okudda mu nonsense abantu gwe boogedde, because whatever people talk about me is background noise. I'm not that. Now why should I waste time on that? So those who think I'm like that, it's okay. They are free to think that I'm like that. Those who think that Junior is like this, continue. So Katia, because you are not caught, they are not caught. Now why should I? I'm not a church. Now why should I start saying that? You see now, here I'm like, it is okay now there than it was a lie. So whatever lies and truth they talked about me, I'm very okay with it. So whether I was smoking or not, it's none of anybody's business. It is my choice to engage in things that I do want. And I pray that they also start appreciating their lives and stop but nose peeking endo zombuli kimu. So oba nina underwear ya lubugo, it's okay. By the way, no lubugo is expensive. Yeah, if I start company of lubugo underwear, there are people abali ebulayi already bagala surprises underwear z'embugo, because one, it's unique. Embugo tezikyalabika by the way. Even these days we bury people in Masuka, not cheap. So Lubugo is the African essence of a real African, because Lubugo was the mattress, Lubugo was the bed sheet, Lubugo was the burial material that was used to bury people in the African traditional society. Lubugo is used for culture function. So it's a true definition of Africa.
So waliyo ina boxer eyo Lubugo, which is very okay.
Yeah, if I had it.
What until you support so what you
Najina. Okay, let us accept Najina.
Kati abantu bagamba muri balogo mwina amasabo.
Yeah, the masabos and the shrines are ours. Okay. We have never forced anybody not to have. You see the problem Mbuza and Bagamba, who are they? They don't matter. Those who are they? Okay, now we have them. What next?
Muri abafu.
Okay, even if we eat them. Can let us accept? We eat the bafu. What next? You see, the only thing that remains is truth.
Yeah.
In history. I'm Tamale Mirundi. That is true. Son to Mr. Mirundi, that won't change. Okay? So there are things that don't change. Those are what remain. But these things, you have a Lubugo smile, you have a shrines. That is all background noise. Because even if you tell people that we eat smile bafu, people won't believe, because it doesn't carry water at the end of the day. So that's for low educated people to waste time and discuss. But with the intellectuals, it's only a reality that remains in history. The rest is background noise. So Luze,
wali okozeeko live, because okolanga live ku Facebook fenafena netubirako nga tulaba noyogera ekintu nomala nogamba ekyo sandi kyogedde. Do you regret some of the things you do?
I do everything in law. Have you ever sent me to prison or to a police cell about what I say? It means I'm in law. So why should I regret doing things in law? The regret would have asked you have been in prison 2 times. Why don't you change? Next sibwangako. Buli kimu kikolera mu mateeka. Kati sebo regret sinzi je waluze.
Kati nze nkuwamu akafaananyi wali mu nuupu n'ovaayo abantu ne bakusonseka ebigambo baavuma gwe bannange. Koro wali ofunyemu akatengo n'omala n'ojja n'okomawo mu NRM.
Omuntu asobola okunvuma n'empulira bubi alina ettaffaali ku bulamu bwange. Nkikuddiramu okiwulire. Anybody who has invested in me, it can be money, it can be education, it can be the social well-being of me, like you, Anderson. There are things we have done together socially. When you tell me something, I can feel bad. But you only over social media gwe sitamanyi nti nabamuzaala. To stand up and challenge my decisions. Ngamba abantu. Life is not all about people. Not everybody matters. Ngamba nti yagamba. They start getting names that matter. Ngamba nti President Museveni yali kola ku video naga junior chokola kichama. But wogamba abantu, even these idiots, those dandrums who don't have a life, you have given them a platform. You have given them that exaggerated importance and assumed the responsibility. that doesn't work in our lives. The lives we are living are not for you or for those people, they are for us. And everything we do is not a mistake. To tell me that I left in Nope, nali employee wa Firebase, nali mukozi wa Firebase, do I have a contract with them that after I left they are going to sue me in court? I was there on voluntarism. Free entry, free what?
Exactly.
So akati abagamba navayo bali bampa assignment kize samala. Idiocy. Some of us we are past that level. I'm in Nope. To get what? What is in Nope? Nope is a funeral company. Babera kumazika. It's a birthday and a wedding company. Babera kumbaga na birthdays. What is there? If Nope is good, you be there. Why do you want me to be there with you? It means your self-esteem is the one that forcing you to have those infidelities and weaknesses. Until when you believe in yourself, that you can challenge this government on yourself and you don't wait for Mirundi to talk or to talk about the situation in our country, you'll have peace. But every time you know lose that javera wanjogere chino. Ngoina wakamwa nesimu. So cowardness butitizi bebaletedde bibi ekigwagwa. So me, even today when I leave government, nobody can question me. It is my choice.
Ebyettaka bigenda bitya gyokolera?
Of course, we are helping people on land. We are trying to see that the conflicts we have been having from colonial times, because the problems of land today are colonial problems. We are trying to sort them out. We are trying to see that ebyapa ebipya byetwaleeta birina security features. Private companies n'amagye tegayingira mu ttaka linankayana. It's on record. And the Ministry of Lands to rectify. Okay. We are trying to see that the landlords, abantu nga bali ku ttaka lyo ng'oli landlord tobagobaako. We give you money. The government ekuguleko ettaka gwokite bano abantu abaliko tubawe ki tubawe ebyapa.
Donzera muli bakyali nnyo. At one moment amawulire era gaali mangi. Donzera akyaliwo. Donzera ali mukulaba oyinza mugamba ki?
Talina kibi kye yali yankoze. She's real. She has been there for me. Fact ebyabaawula n'emusiro ekyo yali agala mbu Donzera anvume. Donzera should come and abuse me and she supports Richie. That is insane. Chabugwi bwa ddalu. Why do you expect people to fight your wars? Have you ever seen me paying people to come and defend me? People said that your father entered the war. Yes, is my father. No, your father can come and defend you. It is his right to defend me is ordained from God. And anybody who challenges my father to enter the war is an enemy to the road, because even God has his only son, Jesus Christ. So why do you think that when God is fighting battles for his son, Jesus Christ? So for me, when my dad comes to fight for me, that is bad. You are an enemy to the Bible. That's the story that I hear so many people saying that Moses can't be president. Those are enemies. His right to stand for president is ordained from God. And no man can alternate that. Okay. So if you also want, you can come and stand. Lwaki mu Uganda olowooza nti ono talina kujja? Nti Bobi Wine yalina okwesimbawo babiwandiikawo mu constitution ki? The constitution clearly says nti Luzze naye asobola okwesimbawo kuba president era nomanda n'ogudangirira kati nga posta tuzikuba. Lose for president. Lose Anderson. It's your constitutional right. But because of myopism, lack of education, we have the youth today are engaged in pornography. They think politics, it is a drama. You go to a road, you shout, you get out in the next 1 hour. Having a president of Uganda is like installing. You remove a chair from there and you put it here and you say, yeah, change has come. But even the change has types. Which change do you want?
Onyiga ebiseera ebisingwa onyiga bubi gwe mulundi ogwasooka bannayuganda bali mu diaspora n'abazungu bakulira bawe ekigambo ng'onyize. Onyiga, what kind of a person are you? Tamale Mirundi Junior.
Omuntu wowe ayagala kumutestinga omusajja yenna mu nsi mutestingire ku ssente ne bwanyiiga. Nze bayita ebyo nakola nga nnyiiza bitono ku byoyinza okukola ng'onyiiza, ate bitono ku mulala byayinza okukola nga nnyiiza. Waliwo abanyiga ne batta abantu. I didn't kill anybody. I think that's a plus. Waliwo abanyiga ne ba injuringa abantu. So okunyiga is normal in psychology. Everybody, President of America, ya from your Namawli, son of a beach. What is that? Stupid son of a beach say. Shana Chamara. Nga President of America ya vuma. Avuma Munamawli, Munsa Yakula, na democracy, never Chana Chamara, chibadde chigamba.
Ebigambo by'ayogera mu video ta tobyejusa.
Action and reaction are equal but opposite. When you abuse me, it is the same reaction I would give you. When you send a smile, I will send a smile. When you send hatred, I will send hatred. Bona mpemula nange nja kuwemula.
Spiritual abalaba kicho yinzo omugamba. Chaliwo.
Hata chaliwo. Sibera na chali bantu batali ruriru mbulamu bwabwe nga they are fake people. Mulambwe balivinga sibwabwe. They depend on other people, they are dependent. That's why yaga mambo mbwa yazawede. Me, I can't work for Julie. I only work for governments. I work for states, not individuals. For him, he's a dog of somebody. Me, I work with the states. I'm a technocrat, a policymaker. Yarich, a Facebook lover.
Wabera full figure. You in Zamugamba.
Of course, me and full figure, we are in different classes of life. She never went to school, which is okay. That's why she's... Because if you look at other people, Abanimo brackets say the Bajos, they grew up. Bajonea inako Facebook excitement at one time. But now, he has resorted back to his businesses, he made his office, and he's doing something sensible. Here are these days to Chamuraba. Balaam is doing multinational businesses. Balaam, an entrepreneur.
Ate Zawede gwe mwachingizamu abalaba omugamba ki?
Zawede is these people who got money by mistake. It is even... It takes a lot of courage, time, to really think that Zawede, she's rich. Because why? You can't be rich when you don't have something substantial you are doing to society. Everybody can get money, but the roles of Omuntu Innocent is to develop society. Sente ze zagula balwiki kugula myenge na party. Have you ever seen his Ayogede orphanage here? Yamba abana. So kakati bibi ekisiro mbugundi mugagga.
Wabaka suko because naye at one moment wanyiga. Nomugamba agenda nakulabira hivyo oyinza mugamba ki ngalaba.
Excuse my friend. Is entitled to host omuntu yenna gwaba ayagadde. It's his channel. Kati mugambe ki? Ne bwajja leero nagaluza Anderson jangu obeeko kyoyogera. It's his channel.
Nga tumaliriza kiki oyinza ogamba bannayuganda ne ku live zo z'okola ku Tamale Mirundi JR.
Nnaga nkyenyinza bagamba bakole nnyo. Nti yakola si yakuleekaana. Bakole, let them work. Okay? Because after her now you got to know Juliet, Richie, Ebyama, what next? Still you parent, you have to take your kids to school, you have to go and pay your medical bills.
Tweyanziza nnyo omwami Tamale Mirundi Junior. Blessing.